Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown and welcome social media family to my vlog. It's a bit of a jump cut right there, a bit necessary, you know what I mean? Because the phone a ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling and all these things, you know what I mean? So we don't really want to expose no private things in here. So it's all about the music and it's all about the man, the big man from New Edge Productions, Rough Cut, Undivided Roots. In fact, the reggae fraternity, at least 75% of all the tunes you hear in the UK, he's got something to do with it, whether he's playing keyboards or he's playing drums or whatever, or he's producing it. You're hearing something from Bubblers, and he's adorned so many album covers back in the days, like, you know, it's easy to tell you who he hasn't performed with. So it's with that we want to get into Undivided Roots. No. Was it Undivided Roots speaking? Yeah.
We went through
Undivided Roots, yeah. When Bubblers had the gig of his life to basically perform alongside his international counterparts, backing Dennis Emmanuel Brown on his Love Has Found Its Way tour. Let me just repeat that again. Bubblers being the only UK musician in a group of Jamaican musicians being commissioned to back Dennis Emmanuel Brown on his Love Has Found Its Way tour in 1981, right?
Yes, 1981.
Let that just sink in for a minute, okay? Okay, so we've moved on from there now. So you've basically done the tour, and it was a success. Now, just give a roll call of the subsequent artists that you have backed as part of Undivided Roots, and how the transition from Undivided Roots to Rough Cut, how did that come about?
Well, let me start with the transition from Undivided Roots to Rough Cut.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Don Campbell was known as our frontman, our singer frontman.
Yeah.
And he came to a point in his life, I should say, where he just was kind of probably, I don't know about disillusioned, but at the end of the day, the outcome of that is wanted to go solo.
Right.
Not through any argument with anybody or anything.
Yeah.
And just feel like he needed to go solo.
I totally get that. I totally get that.
Right. So as you singers do sometimes, as I said. So you know we were kind of upset, but we said, you know what, if he really needs to do that, then he has to do that. We can't really hold him down or anything like that. So, but we're there for him. We're still, you know, even up to this day, we're still there for him.
Absolutely.
If he wants to do recording or anything like that, we're there for him.
Absolutely. So what? So when was that? When was that exactly?
This was about 89, I think.
Okay.
We went to Jamaica in 87, and it's shortly after we came back.
So when you went to Jamaica in 87, what was that for?
That was to work with Culture.
Okay.
Culture, Josephine Culture.
Yeah.
And such. So we went to Sunsplash to do that, and we ended up doing Sunsplash. And
hold on. You just say that you went to Sunsplash like you just went to Tesco's to buy a pint of milk.
No. Well, for a lot of us, all right, and in the band.
Yeah.
All right, I remember go back a bit more.
Yeah.
In the band.
Yeah.
The whole band, apart from Dashi has a African father and his mother's Jamaican, I think.
Right.
But all the rest of us are all Jamaican parents.
Right.
So there's only Tony, I think, out of all of us who went back to Jamaica every now and then.
Right.
Or for the rest of us, we've never been.
Okay.
So it was like a pilgrimage for the whole band.
I hear that.
To go in one time.
I hear that.
And then working again with Culture.
I hear that.
So, you know, and then we've heard things that certain artists, I won't call any names,
yeah.
Certain artists have gone to Jamaica and then get buckled and things thrown after them.
Yeah.
I was saying, well, here we are now. We think so we're great, we're wicked, and this is the test.
Right.
And you can't run from this.
Uh-huh.
You know, you always hear the people make this motivational people say, you know, sometimes you need to test yourself in life.
Yes.
You know, you need to go for it. And this was one of those moments. We're saying, well, we're going to Jamaica, we're going to play we got a spot for ourselves, like a little warm-up spot. So we're going to play in front of the Jamaican people. And there's a couple of the UK counterparts we know went there. And then get Buckle and Stone, Shandy Buckle and them thing there. I was saying, well, boy, we are going like we're wickeder than most band, and we're wickeder. I go, well, we're going to just go to Jamaica. Let's see what we're made of.
Right.
Let's see if we can stand up to the heat. So we went to Jamaica. We rehearsed with culture, and we could rehearse and could set for ourselves. So before I'm diverting a bit, but I'm telling you a story. So before we went on stage, it was I3s and the 809 band, which is Dean
Fraser's band, yeah.
And they just blew the house down.
All right, done.
Full hands, like 20-piece hands.
Because they had Ras Brass. It was Ras Brass.
Yeah,
wasn't
I think they call it time. Yeah.
Yeah, Ras Brass.
Yeah, and they
killed it. I could.
We had two hands, man. We had Deadly Headley.
Yeah.
From Jamaica.
Yeah.
Original Deadly Headley, and Roger. That was our hand section. And we're coming on after them. I'm going, boy, this is the cards is stacked against us. We're already dead before we got up there. Cause them man, when they play there, the full hand section, full power. I was like, oh my god. And you know who was there as well? Tipper Irie was backstage with us.
Oh, okay.
So he's going, boy, Bubblers. Yeah, the man is so tight, you know. The man is so rough. So ready then. We're going, yeah, we're ready, yeah. Like, you know. And he goes, all right, Mr. Uno out front, and he went off to out front. I was saying, boy, let's go on the stage. Anyway, they must set up, do the changeover.
Yeah.
And I must say, Dean Fraser them and I3's putting on an immaculate show, a wicked show. So they're setting up our equipment, then bring out the oldest drum kit, the most broke down keyboard, the most broke down amplifier. And I said, what's going on here? What happened to all the Chris stuff I just saw a while ago? They go, why most of them stuff it belong to the man and personal thing.
Yeah.
I said, so what, you're gonna give us this drum? I'm looking at the drum kit, it's literally falling to pieces. I said, oh my god, this is the nail in the coffin. Anyway, we set up as best as we could, and we run a couple number and done all out there, skank and thing there. And you can see the audience going, yeah, all right, but what else do we have?
Yeah.
What else do we have? And you can see the crowd doing that.
Yeah.
And we're playing, and Donald's doing acrobats, and someone's doing everything. He's Luciano, everybody in one. And he's getting nervous now. When Donald gets nervous like that, he starts doing a bit silly things.
Yeah.
You know,
as we all do.
So, you know, we draw the number, and there's a call. Yeah, so what else would I have? What? You know, they're kind of, a little bit. You know,
polite, yeah.
Yeah, they're polite.
Golf club applause. So
I go, all right, then they go, Bubblers, man, sing a tune, my voice is going. That's what Donald's going to me. So he's shy and everything. So I go, okay, all right, let's do the bomba, because we rehearsed it. You know, remember when we were in school, you were the play. Yeah. So it was start. The audience go, weird. You don't know that English boy, they know that tune, yeah. And the audience are go like this, you know. And I came out now front of, remember when we were in school, and I'm gonna start bust some wine. The place go, we're bubble. I said, boy, it's either they hate us or they like us.
Yeah.
Because they're firing shots and everything, you know. And I said, but when we done sing the tune, they go, Ray! I said, oh, okay. I said, right, all right. I said, you sure we want to do another tune? Go, well, we got them like this now. Then we just switched to culture now and then things.
Yeah.
But we did another tune and it's all right. But yeah, when we said we start, that's because they look probably like the weird, because the guy introduced them, goes, them money is some Jamaican people picnic, that's what they call us.
Yeah.
I said, but if I'm from England, rare. So then I'll give you a chance.
Can you imagine it? Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and next up we have got some Jamaican people picnic. We don't know which part them live, but them parents from Jamaica, that's why them dip on the stage. Please welcome such and such.
Yeah, it's literally like that.
So it was like it was like a baptism of fire for you that time there.
Serious, when I walked through that fire, I said, yeah. And then we went over culture and we mashed up the place. And so we go out, we come off the stage with our chest pump up. Yeah. And I held high. I said, at least we're not getting no backlash or nothing.
See.
And the reports was good. A lot of the local stations were talking about it. So yeah, some English youth them come from England. They're of Jamaican parentage, and they did a fine set, and we got a little rapturous about that. They did a rapturous about that, and that's where we met. I'm straight a bit now, but that's where we met Free Eye.
Okay.
You know Free Eye, who was the one who got killed with
Peter Tosh, yeah.
Right, the week before that happened. We left a week, and after a week when we came back, he got that happened to him.
Okay.
Because he brought us on his program, and you know, you're talking about Jamaica, what's the difference between Jamaica and England, and you know, we let them know how things from our side.
Yeah.
And it was a nice interview. And he got to me, does anybody want to say anything? That's how I couldn't find my brother.
Okay.
So I said to him, I said, I'm sending out a request to my brother. He lives in the so-and-so area, blah, 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 blah. If he's there, I'm at this number, blah, 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 contact me. By the time I reached back home from the interview, he called me. Wow. So remember, my brother get to link up that way.
Okay.
But, but a week after we left Jamaica, that happened to Free Eye and Peter Tosh.
So basically with that experience now, and then you coming back to the UK, right? So this was like pre-Rough Cut again, right? This was pre-Rough Cut.
Yes.
So how did that manifest into Rough Cut from that?
Beg your pardon, straight, didn't I? Yeah. What it is, Donald left the band. He wanted to do his solo thing. He took a break for a while. You know, and we didn't see him for a while and things like that. And we said, well, we tried out some of the singers, and it just wasn't working. Right. And we said, you know what, we'll just let it lie. We'll just carry on with the backing work. You know, we enjoyed doing the backing work anyway. Yeah. So we said we just load it up with that. So Donald went solo, and we went, and that's where we basically morphed into Rough Cut Band. But at that time, we were making the decision to say, look, we can't keep doing shows as Undivided Roots, so we got Donald as our lead singer. Right, yeah. So we need to have the differentiate the two. Rough Cut Band as a backing band, and Undivided Roots as our own band, our own thing. Okay. So, but by that time, Donald had left the band. So what? Okay. Let me kind of go back a bit. So who else was you backing in Undivided Roots when you came to the cusp of being Rough Cut? Who else was you backing at that point? Everybody.
Time? Like I
saw John Holt. Like I said, Alton List. Dora Wilson, you name it. You name it. Anybody who was current at that time and from Jamaica, the first port of call they would come to is we. Right. If we can't do it, then they'd go to another band. But we were the first port of call. And then the latest acts were like, remember a singer called Singing Sweet? Yeah. When I see you smile. All of those people, all of them people, Papa Tyan. Yeah. Anybody who's anybody, artist. So for a UK band to get like international props, because I know how that feels. I mean, let's not shy away from the fact that I know what that's like when you get props from your international counterparts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for you to get that amount of props from your international counterparts must have really buoyed you up and just kept you up there and just kept you in work all that time. Well, yeah. The only thing I can say to add to that is, like I said, all of our parents were from Jamaica. Yeah. Yeah. So, and we shared. Our thing was this: if we're gonna back an artist, we want to replicate it as the tune goes. Yeah. Yeah. And sound as close as we can to the record, and we had that. We all had that aim in mind. We used to argue about that. Wow. The feel is not this, and especially Fish. Oh my God, wow. Fish used to go deep. He got into levels that you're not even understanding yourself.
Kenton Fish Brown,
Yes.
bass player.
Yeah. But he was passionate about it.
Yeah,
He still is. He's very passionate about that. And, you know, so and we were all passionate about that. So that is what it is. When we met up with a lot of the artists and we go to rehearsals, a lot of them, some of them were new artists and they were skeptical. But once they rehearsed with us, they were totally at ease. But you go, yeah, man, everything's so nice, everything's on Crips.
Yeah.
Everything's on Crips, man. Everything, yeah, they're just totally at ease. And we worked with a lot. Like I say, it'd be easier to say who we haven't worked with.
Yeah.
I can say we haven't worked with Bob Marley.
Wow. I mean,
And I've worked with Peter Tosh. So, you know, but I haven't worked with Bunny Wailer. All
right, calm down, bro.
But there's hope for that. You never know. But as I'm saying is, those are the few people. You know, we work with loads of people, loads of artists, a whole heap of artists.
Right. So
from Master Griffiths go right down, everybody.
Yeah. I think this is the perfect time to basically end this episode because the next episode we're gonna go into rough cut territory now, which is going to be very, very interesting. So is with that we're gonna bid you adieu for now, but stay tuned for the next part of our vlog. Soon forward.